According to a vascular neurologist, Hailey Baldwin Bieber is healing from a blood clot that migrated to her brain, a health condition that affects younger and younger people. On Saturday, Bieber said that she was enjoying breakfast with her husband Justin Bieber when she began getting stroke-like symptoms and was transported to the hospital. What exactly happened on Thursday morning? Is Hailey okay? What were the reasons for this incident? Apparently, it was quite an experience to value life, and Justin Bieber was the one who most expressed his fear of losing his wife. We tell you all the details here. Doctors discovered that she'd suffered a very little blood clot in her brain, which had resulted in a slight loss of oxygen. Bieber's body was able to pass the blood clot on its own, and she fully healed within a few hours, she said. Last Thursday, the model was admitted to a hospital in Palm Springs, California for a medical issue, according to People. Hailey was taken to the hospital with stroke-like symptoms caused by a blood clot in her brain. She subsequently revealed this in a statement. According to a source, Justin has been having trouble dealing with his wife's hospitalization. Hailey doesn't want anyone to worry about her, but it was a terrifying situation for both of them, the insider said. Justin is still very worried, the source added. He can barely sleep. He stays up watching her while she rests. In a statement posted to her Instagram story over the weekend, Hailey explained the ordeal. On Thursday morning, I was sitting at breakfast with my husband when I started having stroke-like symptoms and was taken to the hospital, she wrote. They found I had suffered a very small blood clot to my brain, which caused a small lack of oxygen, but my body had passed it on its own and I recovered completely within a few hours. Although this was definitely one of the scariest moments I've ever been through, I'm home now and doing well, and I'm so grateful and thankful to all the amazing doctors and nurses who took care of me, the model continued. Hailey then thanked her fans and followers for their messages, adding, "Thank you to everyone who has reached out with well wishes and concern, and for all the support and love." When it happened, there was a lot of panic. Justin texted everyone he knew and asked everyone to pray for her, and he never left her side. He was saying that he can't lose her, that whatever it takes, he wanted the best medical treatment available, a source said. But what are the suspicions of this incident? Is it your lifestyle and diet, or is it something else? Well, some people close to me speculate that it was the vaccine, or on the other hand, the fact that they had COVID. Justin tested positive for the coronavirus last month, prompting Hailey's health worry. Since then, the vocalist of Love Yourself has recovered from COVID-19. Justin developed COVID-19 in February, according to People, and had to postpone several concert dates on his Justice World Tour as a result. The artist was also forced to postpone his gig in Las Vegas, which was later scheduled for June 28th. Hailey paid honor to her husband's 28th birthday with a sweet Instagram post earlier this month. She posted many images of herself and Justin, including one of the couple posing outside together, a black and white photo booth session, a lovely photo on a boat, and a throwback photo from the singer's childhood. Hailey Bieber is recovering. A neurologist, Dr. Shazam Hussein, the head of the Cleveland Clinic Cerebrovascular Center, told People that blood clots like Hailey can occur for a variety of causes, including environmental and genetic factors. It's important to know your health and any potential risk factors you might have for strokes, like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, difficulty with sugars. When we have younger people having a stroke, we will look for things that would cause their blood to have a tendency to clot. It could be hereditary and run in their families. A stroke is really a situation where every second counts, Hussein says. The brain is very, very sensitive to the lack of blood flow, and you lose somewhere around 2 million brain cells a minute. So it's really important to get that medical attention right away. In Bieber's instance, the blood clot was able to pass on its own, which is common with small clots. If it's only a little clot, it'll disperse and go away on its own, Hussein added. Mini strokes or transient ischemic attacks are the terms used to describe instances like Bieber's. That suggests there was a blood clot, it fully disintegrated, and the person is entirely back to normal, Hussein explained. However, if an MRI reveals any damage to the brain, it becomes a complete stroke. Situations like Bieber's should be avoided by everyone, young and old, according to Hussein. While COVID-19 infection has been linked to blood clots, Hussein says that fortunately, most people don't have that problem. Still, it's critical to be aware of the signs and symptoms of a stroke and to seek medical help as soon as possible if one occurs. Going back to the possible cause, fans still think that it could have been because she contracted COVID, since her health is quite good since she's a model who needs to exercise constantly and eat healthily. So her lifestyle is very unlikely to have had something to do with this emergency. Justin developed COVID-19 in February, according to People, and had to postpone several concert dates on his Justice World Tour as a result. The artist was also forced to postpone his gig in Las Vegas, which was later rescheduled for June 28th. Due to positive COVID results within the Justice Tour family, we will unfortunately have to postpone Sunday's show in Las Vegas. A statement posted to Twitter read, Justin is, of course, hugely disappointed, but the health and safety of his crew and fans is always his #1 priority. The COVID-19 outbreak had already forced Justin to postpone his Justice World Tour. The trip was proposed to start in March 2020, however, it was proposed due to lockdown. On February 18th, over 2 years later, he began his tour with his first gig in San Diego. The Justice World Tour has been postponed for nearly 2 years owing to the COVID-19 pandemic, which was originally slated to commence in March 2020. Bieber's debut concert took place in San Diego on Friday. The tour, which continues until March 2023, made its second stop in Las Vegas. The tour launch in San Diego was a massive success, and Justin is excited to bring this spectacular show to his Las Vegas fans as soon as possible, the statement added. During his most recent Justice Tour stop, Justin Bieber updated fans on how his wife, Hailey Baldwin, is doing following her recent health crisis.
Obviously, you guys know, most of you probably know or seen the news about my wife. I'm not sure if you guys seen, but she's okay. She's good.
Bieber then went on to discuss the present state of the world after discussing his wife's health. For us to be in this room all together, laughing, smiling, singing songs, I mean, I can't think of a better place I would rather be, he said. After a few days, the couple resumed their social lives in the best way possible, with friends. This past Sunday, Justin Bieber was spotted dining with Kendall Jenner and her hermetic boyfriend, Devin Booker, at the Italian restaurant Giorgio Beldi in Santa Monica, which is close to both couples' homes, a double citation in which the paparazzi were witnessed when they exited and entered the four corners of the venue. All of the friends, whose bond is especially strong between Bieber and Jenner, were able to enjoy affluent wine and delicacies from Europe's Botanic Gardens, which will now be fashionable for whoever occupies this space next. This is unusual because Kendall Jenner and her boyfriend don't like to be seen in public and prefer to keep a low profile, something that not everyone manages to achieve, as Devin just stated in an interview. He stated that going out with a public figure like Jenner is not difficult for him since he focuses on enjoying the moments away from the cameras. This is the first time Hailey Bieber has stepped out with a friend since suffering a blood clot a few weeks ago. She now appears to be in perfect health and ready to resume her normal life with Justin Bieber. He appears to be prepared to protect her from whatever is required at any given time. Obviously, the singer has a lot of talent, so it seems that while everyone freaked out for a few moments, Hailey would be fine with proper care. What do you think of Justin's words? Do you think this will make them closer? Tell us what you think in the space below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to be aware of all the new news from your favorite celebrities. See you in the next video.